Namaskaram, sir. My question is about death. So, those who have done sadhanas and they have been dead, including my grandparents who have been initiated, so will they be attaining mukti?
Last 3 days I've been immersed in this book, this going into publication on Mahashivratri day. It's a book on death. An inside story. Only for those people who shall die. Not for immortal people. So, I've been, there are things that I've spoken, but I've been reading through, and now I'm looking at all the idiotic things that will be said about profound dimensions of life, because people will take it out of context and rub it around, because there are people who are doing PhD in WhatsApp. So, I was just thinking of the various consequences that'll arise out of it, but it's okay. I will say what I want to say. I've always said initial part of my life I said it very raw, but because we had Janalinga on our mind, I became little diplomatic, said the same things in a little nicely cloaked. Me also started dressing up nicely. Otherwise I was raw in every way. So most of the talks come from that time, which is very raw and direct. Once again I'm getting there, this diplomacy, time for diplomacy is over, maybe another 1 year, little more diplomacy. After that, we're going to go all out. I didn't know there was such a fan following for that. Because social realities keep changing, but someone has to simply state what is true. Doesn't matter. Most of the beings on this planet who arrived at some profound dimension within themselves, generally they were not even understood in their lifetimes. We don't have such bad luck. They're telling me over 1 billion people have watched our videos till date. That is 16% of my target. Aren't you clapping your hands? Don't celebrate my failures.
No, you're getting there.
So, it's… every generation or whenever a realized being came, the really wise ones never opened their mouth. Over-enthusiastic ones like me opened their mouth and got killed usually. Or some of them were wise enough to clothe it in different ways and try to make it a part of social process. But after some time, whatever they said was misinterpreted in 1,000 different ways, and people twisted and turned it according to their convenience. But today we have an advantage that whatever we say is recorded. People cannot easily misinterpret because we replay. It's not that we've hesitated in the past, but we've avoided saying a few things sometimes, except in close circles. But I feel with 1 billion people watching our videos, now the planet is a closed circle. In my hearts and minds, they were already close, but now even in their hearts and minds also I'm close to them. So we cannot speak direct hard things only to people who are sitting here. We start speaking to everybody because those who can't digest it, what to do? They have to go to the toilet. So, why this mode is, I feel like never before. The world is ready for a direct hit. No need for doing this and that. This overexposure to all kinds of things, right from early age, everybody is exposed to all sorts of things. This has made people a lot more kind of hardcore. So there is no point talking soft stuff to them. So the death book is a very strong statement. Intentionally we've left it without refining the language, without refining the statements, just like that, as it was said. Because it was said to somebody who was asking a genuine question at that moment, a genuine seeker, as it was spoken to him, now we are speaking to the world like that, which is going to cause lots of disturbance. So, if you feel Sadhguru has lost his civilized clothing and you want to go, you can go into the forest, I mean. Because this time, in the life of this humanity, this time is very important in terms of reach and in terms of exposure. Humanity has never been in this level of reach and exposure. So, this is the super over, we need to hit every ball for a six. They may be looking for love, sexuality, they're just trying to buy something on Amazon, or they're looking for death and enlightenment. With the kind of population that we have become and the level of empowerment that we have reached, if we don't turn inward now, we are going to be the biggest disaster, that humanity has ever seen. There's only one problem, human being. And the only and only problem with the human being is, he's unconscious and compulsive. Whether you look at technology, you look at politics, you look at religion, you look at industry and business, I'm talking about all the major forces on the planet. All of them are functioning compulsively and unconsciously. So, it's very important that teaching also has a shock value. Otherwise, they know how to ignore these things. It's not just for effect, the truth is like that anyway. Truth is shocking. Few human beings have a digestive system to swallow truth and be fine. If you give them the truth, they will freak. Truth about yourself, I'm saying. If you tell them the truth about yourself, they will freak because they have always been taught by the so-called civilization process, the religious processes and other things to be nice. If you blossom into a full-fledged human being, you don't have to be nice, it's just nice, that's all. So, you must brace yourself up because there are many processes happening. We've set fire in many places which will light up slowly. And also, unfortunately, we also have to tackle not just human beings, we have to tackle the environment. I wish that was not there for us, but that is a massive problem. To a point where people are referring to me as a tree planter, which I don't like. So now with this trillion tree campaign, I've I'll become a designated tree planter. So, even to extricate myself from that, I need to state spiritual aspects little more strongly. Otherwise, people will think I'm a tree planter. Tree planter is not a bad profession, but my business is to make people flower, not to plant trees. So usually the manure tastes, smells bad. I was about to say, tastes bad. That also can happen. A very enthusiastic salesperson saw a new development coming up in Nashville area in Tennessee. So he went and knocked on a door. A lady came and opened the door. He just slipped in and took out a bag and took out a whole lot of horse dung and threw it all over the new carpet. And he said, "See, I have a really fantastic vacuum cleaner without leaving a trace of anything. Not a smear, not a little bit of smell, everything it cleans and makes your carpet smell good. Just like that, in 5 minutes I will do it. If I cannot do it, I will eat every piece of this horse dung." Then the lady said, "Wait, let me go and get some tomato ketchup." Because the house is new, we still don't have electricity. So, if you're forced to eat the dung, tomato ketchup helps. So because of this tomato ketchup, lot of dung is being eaten in the world. Because of a little ketchup, you're not able to make out what is dung and what is a real snack. So we will take off the tomato ketchup, that's all I'm saying. Dung is dung. So about your grandmother. We can do something for her if she's inclined, if she's initiated, definitely. But there are many dimensions to this. In a brief meeting like this, I don't want to open this up. And also, why should I affect the death book sales? Because till now I never bothered how many books are selling, where the hell it's going. But now I've been sitting with the publishers for last 2-3 days, and as I'm, different subjects and various questions I'm trying to handle, but their eye is always on how many books will sell in Mahashivratri. So I don't want to disappoint them. Because how many books sell won't make a difference to me, but it'll make a big difference to them. So you must buy the first copy. It's not about the book, it's just that aspects like this, we must sit down in a different way, not like this. I'm in a evening fooling around mode right now. So we need to be in a different way to address that question.